Okay, I'm back with more replays. This one is against Drytron. Normally, not too hard of a matchup because Winder um, is the best card in the game, but some interesting things happen, so let's take a look. So I start off with a double Maximus and Ecclesia hand. Um, Double Maximus, definitely not very common in this kind of deck list, but it's been good. It's been working good for me. So I this is obviously you don't want to see two in your opening hand, but you know I'd rather at least see one more consistently. So this is my fifth summon here, and I get nibbed. So I'm like, okay, let's say no to that, and I discard the second Maximus, of course. And then we just proceed with our standard line of play. Rid of Arclight will add him Meteonis Drytron. Oh, sorry, Cyber Angel Benten. And then we'll just send the Shaddoll incarnation to the graveyard so that it's live. And then set Schism at Lili's pass. Standard turn one. So I'm pretty confident. Starts off with Zeta, change Schism, and I'm like, to be honest, I'm thinking he's just going to concede right here. But he is going to do something interesting. So he activates Benten's effect in the graveyard, and I negate it with Macabre. So my reasoning behind this is that I still have Fleur-de-Lis in hand. If he does manage to summon something else, like if he manages to normal summon, oh no, you wouldn't be able to. Like, but yeah, I was like, I have Fleur-de-Lis for whatever's on board next. So I'm just gonna negate Benten with the Macabre so that he doesn't add like Orange Light or something, and just I'm just thinking I want to get this game as over as quickly as possible. Um, and I discard Ecclesia there, and then he activates Triple Tactics Talent. I wasn't expecting this at all, and so that explains why he activated Benten's effect, I guess, to bait out my Macabre, which is pretty smart. Um, to be honest, I don't really need to negate the Benten anyway, but um, yeah, it's one of those instances where trying to push your advantage actually ends up backfiring, and you have a card like this which is designed as like a comeback mechanic. So he's gonna take control. I was thinking, are you gonna take control of Winder, run it into Macabre, and then do your shit turn, like main phase two? I think that would have been the correct play from him, honestly, because he ends up taking Macabre, and then he attacks into Winder, and I'm just like, okay, I'll just Alistair, I'll just, buff it, right? I was thinking, I mean, if I let this go through, I still have Fleur-de-Lis in hand technically to maybe stop what he's doing. Um, but I mean, once you summon Herald, I think because he had Meteonis Drytron in hand, so once it gets on the field, like ultimateness, I think would have been not that great of a spot for me. So yeah, I decided to just negate this. And then, so you can't really do anything. Um, so now I'm thinking, I drew a nib, not a good draw to be honest, but I'm thinking, how do I kill him from this position? And I think, yeah, I managed to come up with it during the turn basically, but I was confident that I had enough damage because this plus this is 5,000. Um, and then you just need, yeah, I just needed a way to get Elf Shadow Fusion in my hand, basically. So let's see how I do that. I'm gonna summon Construct. Construct's effect, send Wendy. Wendy's effect, special summon Hedgehog. And then I use Shaddoll Incarnation to flip Hog to add the Shaddoll Fusion, which was a pretty inspired way of doing it, if I say so myself. And then, yeah, from then on out, it's just I didn't even do the maths. I was like, I'm pretty confident this is lethal, and then Construct for the kill. So yeah, I think there's like, and I literally did that with like all I had on board was the Schism, and then the Fleur-de-Lis in hand, and I was able to kill him. So yeah, I think this deck has really surprising damage output, um, and especially with Al, like Al can just win you games. Um, so yeah, I think especially as you get into higher levels of play where people a lot more sweaty and they play good cards, it's important to keep improving yourself.